Have you ever wondered what would happen if electricity, the internet, and even written language disappeared from our world? Now imagine this: thousands of years ago, there was a civilization that, without any modern tools, laid the foundation for the way we read, write, and communicate today. Strangely enough, most people have never even heard their name. They were called the Phoenicians, a mysterious, powerful, yet quiet civilization. They didn't build massive empires. They didn't conquer vast lands with armies. But they ruled something far more unpredictable: the sea. The Phoenicians lived along a narrow strip of coastline on the eastern Mediterranean, in what is now modern-day Lebanon, parts of Syria, and northern Israel and Palestine. Their land was small, but their spirit was boundless. Cities like Sidon, Tyre, and Byblos became shining jewels of trade, culture, and innovation. But what truly set them apart from their neighbors was their mastery of the sea. In a time when most civilizations stayed grounded, the Phoenicians set sail and changed history. Their voyages were legendary. In small wooden ships, they traveled as far as Cyprus, Greece, and Egypt. They founded colonies across the Mediterranean, the most famous of which was Carthage, a city that would later challenge even the Roman Empire. Some ancient sources even claim that the Phoenicians circumnavigated Africa centuries before European explorers dreamed of it. But perhaps their most lasting legacy is something you use every single day: the alphabet. Before the Phoenicians, writing was complex and exclusive. Systems like cuneiform or Egyptian hieroglyphs required hundreds of symbols. But the Phoenicians created something revolutionary: they broke language down into sounds, and gave each sound a symbol. The result? The world's first true alphabet: simple, elegant, and powerful. The Greeks borrowed it. The Romans adapted it. And from there, it spread across the world. So today, when you read or write in English or any language that uses an alphabet, you're using the gift of the Phoenicians, whether you knew it or not. They were also famous for a rare and valuable dye, Tyrian purple. Extracted from a tiny sea snail, it took thousands of shells to make just a small amount. The process was complex and expensive, so purple became the color of royalty, worn only by kings, queens, and emperors. A color that started in the workshops of Phoenician merchants became a symbol of ultimate power. Yet for all their brilliance, the Phoenicians were never a united empire. Their cities were independent, and while they shared language and culture, they didn't have a single ruler. That made them vulnerable to conquest. The Assyrians came. Then the Babylonians. Then the Persians. And finally, Alexander the Great and the Romans swallowed what remained. But history doesn't only remember the conquerors. It remembers those who left something lasting. And the Phoenicians did just that. Their ships are gone. Their cities are ruins. But their alphabet lives. Their sea routes became trade highways. And their quiet influence continues to echo in every word we speak. They were like the waves of the Mediterranean, soft, constant, but unstoppable. If you enjoyed this journey into forgotten history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Here, we bring the hidden stories of the past back to life. Until next time, stay curious.